Hope you're all doing amazing today. So, in our last video, we kind of discussed a very interesting concept on gold because this video is going to last for like maybe 5 minutes, okay, or less than that. I just want to talk about gold, kiwi, and pound, a possible intraday setup kind of presenting themselves over there. So, I figured let me share that with you before we go. All right. So, moving forward, we have gold right here. We had gold right here, and I said you can look for buy. All right, putting your stop loss at large below here. Okay, and I'm not sure anybody actually took that because I did not take that either. The other side of that is I said you can wait for the market to, in fact, come and retest this particular key zone right here. All right, because I call it key zone. Why? Because we have it retested, or yeah, we have it retested as used as resistance before. Okay, a couple of times in the past. As a matter of fact, 3, 4 times right here. If you're counting this place and this place, I would say 4 times. Okay, and then right here is being used as support twice as well. So it's officially a key zone. It has always been, all right, since it came back here. All right. But now it's been retested again, which is actually very significant for our setup. Okay. So moving forward, I would say that you want to look for a divergence right around this zone. Okay. I want to say from 15 minutes, within 15 minutes and 1 hour time frame. That's where you want to look for that entry. Okay. Don't go below 15 minutes. That would be too crazy. And you don't necessarily need to go above 1 hour time frame or also. So wait for an entry around here and just look for a buy opportunity right this zone. Okay, if we eventually get another leg lower, although there is a demand zone here that has been mitigated already, so that could also kind of like just spiral this guy to the upside. But anyways, gold still to me is very bullish at large. You can see everything I've seen on the 4 hour time frame, fundamentally, technically, sentimentally, geopolitics, Trump, whatever, everything has been screaming gold buy. Okay, gold bullish. So I mean, this is not the time for you to go skimmish on it or to get scared and kind of like run away. All right, unless you want to, which is your inherent right in the market to run away from trade setup. All right, so that's just what I want to share with you. Okay, so moving on to NZD dollar, we're going to be looking at this on the 1 hour time frame as well. And last week I also said that it's very possible we get a move to this downside. Okay, a pullback to retest this particular key zone. I mean, to retest this particular support zone and use it as resistance, which kind of happened yesterday, and the market dropped down. So if you took this should be around 35 to 38 pips. It should be around that zone. But let's do it together. So we had this particular right. Okay, so that's 35 pips, so to speak, and you should be able to take that trade once you see this particular rejection candle. You can see that engulfing candle right there. That is your entry on NZD. Although did I share it with my guys? Of course I did share it, and I think most of them pick it. All right. So right now the plan on Kiwi dollar. All right, moving forward, since we've gotten something like this and it played out very well, this kind of showed us that the momentum is leaning bearish even on the shorter time frame. We have high, we have lower high, we have lower low, we have lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. The plan is to get another lower low. Maybe we get a lower high that will probably sweep this particular key zone as well. Okay, that we sweep it and turn it towards a resistance from support to what to resistance right there. So if you get that, then we can look for a further shot. I'm going to be taking this 110%, all right, all the way down to where, all the way down to this particular bottom right here, where I will be looking for what a further buy opportunity on NZD dollar. So this is something you might want to look into. You might want to prepare yourself for, or prepare yourself towards. Okay, break a new lower high, excuse me, a new lower low, a nice and decent pullback can be sweep, can form a sweep kind of a sweep or a trap kind of move at the top here, something like this. Sweep this particular region. Some people will be shorting and probably tightening their stop loss. They're going to get swept off and the market drop and they will shout hallelujah. Moving forward, the same thing happened kind of here. All right, same thing happened sort of here. So you don't want to just tighten your stop loss. You want to set it very well. Okay. So moving forward, break below here, pull back, short it. All right, an intraday short. Okay, and then we look for buy for a swing later as time goes on. And then we jump into pound USD. Pound dollar have the same momentum or share the same sentiment as I just analyzed on Kiwi dollar right now. So let's take a look at it together, anyways, and let's see if we can make something interesting out of it. Okay, so first off, what we have right here on pound dollar is we have this particular high, we have this particular lower high, and we have this lower low, right? It is a lower low, a lower high. Are we going to get a new low all the way down here? Because I like to see a three-wave pattern, or you can call it zigzag, or I call it OABC for my students. This is what I used to call it, OABC. I want to see this OABC pattern, okay? Get that. If you get a break below here, a nice and decent pullback, can look for sweep or grab or whatever trap or whatever you call it. All right, something around this zone, you can take a short sell all the way down to this particular region. Will I be taking it? It's also two boxing. I'm not sure, but I'll be looking for buy around here. If it dip below there, I will definitely be taking this one. All right, but I'll also be looking for buy below here. So my focus on pound dollar is to buy, but I'm not gonna shy away from this intraday kind of like short opportunity that is gonna present themselves before the market actually find its way back to the upside. So those are the two trades I want to share with you today. So guys, I'll see you in the next one. Have a fabulous day. Bye.